she goes onto the stage. And of course, at that point, Brooklyn's like suddenly, literally devastated. Then Nicola leaves the room crying her eyes out.
This is the story of how a mother's son dance at a celebrity wedding became the breaking point in one of Britain's most famous families. Brooklyn Beckham, the eldest son of David and Victoria Beckham, released a bombshell statement in January 2026 accusing his mother of hijacking his first dance and dancing inappropriately with him in front of 500 wedding guests. And now the DJ who witnessed it all has confirmed the shocking details. April 9th, 2022 was supposed to be the wedding of the year when Brooklyn Beckham married actress Nicola at her family's Palm Beach estate in Florida. The three-day celebration with over 500 guests carried an estimated price tag of around $3 million, and the guest list read like a who's who of celebrity royalty with Serena and Venus Williams, Eva Longoria, Spice Girls Mel B and Mel C, and celebrity chef Gordon Ramsay all in attendance. Brooklyn and Nicola exchanged vows in a traditional Jewish ceremony with a chuppah and rabbi officiating. His younger brothers Romeo and Cruz served as best men, and his little sister Harper stood as a bridesmaid. The couple's first dance was planned to be to Elvis Presley's Only Fools Rush In, performed live by South African artist Loyiso. Everything seemed perfect. What happened next would become one of the most humiliating moments of Brooklyn's life. Latin music superstar Marc Anthony took the stage to perform during the reception. And here's the thing about Marc Anthony. He's not just any performer. He's the godfather to Brooklyn's younger siblings, Cruz and Harper. David Beckham is the godfather to Marc's son, and these families are deeply intertwined. When Marc Anthony performed and called Brooklyn to the stage, everyone assumed this was the moment for Brooklyn's romantic first dance with his new wife, Nicola. That's not what happened. DJ Fat Tony, whose real name is Tony Marnock, was working all 3 days of the wedding celebration and had a clear view of the stage from his DJ booth when Marc Anthony said something nobody expected. "Please welcome to the stage the most beautiful woman in the room tonight." The clarification came next, and it wasn't Nicola, the bride, Victoria, Brooklyn's mother. What happened next got laid out in a January 2026 interview when Fat Tony appeared on ITV's This Morning. Brooklyn was literally devastated because he thought he was going to do his first dance with his wife. Nicola left the room crying, and Brooklyn was stuck on stage with his mother. Marc Anthony told Brooklyn to put your hands on your mother's hips, and they did what he called a Latin thing. And the veteran DJ, who's worked countless celebrity events over his decades-long career, and counts Kate Moss and George Michael among his friends, said the whole situation was really awkward for everyone in the room. Fat Tony clarified that there was no slut dropping, no black PVC catsuit, and no Spice Girl choreography when debate started swirling about exactly how inappropriate the dance was. The timing was the most inappropriate thing rather than the dance moves themselves. But he made an important point. This is all about how Brooklyn feels. If he felt it was inappropriate and awkward, then it was inappropriate. An insider who spoke to Us Weekly painted a more detailed picture and claimed the dance was deeply uncomfortable and people did notice at the wedding. Victoria nuzzled on Brooklyn's neck in front of everyone and he made a face, the source said, adding that he was in shock and upset, while the Beckham's side of the room was reportedly cheering and the side was quiet. Nicola's friends were apparently trying to get her to come back down, and when she finally did, her face was swollen from crying and she was sad the entire evening. The source called it heartbreaking. Fat Tony's partner, Stavros Agapio, who was also present at the wedding, made a since-deleted comment confirming, "I was there, and she did. He's telling the truth." The most awkward part came the next morning, and that's when Fat Tony revealed the Sunday brunch. The final event of the 3-day celebration was incredibly uncomfortable because everything that had happened during the wedding night was being discussed amongst all the guests. The morning after your wedding, all 500 guests are gossiping about what went down between you your new wife, and your mother. This incident remained largely private for nearly 4 years, though whispers of tension between the Beckhams and the Peltzes started circulating. Some of it played out publicly with the drama over Nicola's wedding dress, and Brooklyn would later claim that Victoria canceled making Nicola's dress at the 11th hour. Nicola herself told Variety in August 2022 that she was going to wear a Victoria Beckham design and really wanted to. But then, a few months down the line, Victoria realized her atelier couldn't do it, and Nicola had to pick another dress. She ended up wearing custom Valentino haute couture. Victoria did design Nicola's engagement dress though, and at the wedding, Victoria wore a silver, silky slip dress with floral applique from her own collection. She posted a photo of it on Instagram that appeared almost white, calling it a special dress for a special day. And some people criticized the color choice for being too close to bridal white. The cracks in the family relationship became more visible over the years, starting in April 2024, when Nicola was absent from Victoria's 50th birthday party, though she was with her dying grandmother at the time. Both Brooklyn and Nicola were notably absent from David's 50th birthday party in London in May 2025, and according to an E! News source, they actually flew to England hoping to see David, but he refused unless it was at the party with 100 guests and cameras at every corner. David agreed to see Brooklyn only if Nicola wasn't present, the source claimed. Brooklyn and Nicola did something telling in August 2025 when they renewed their wedding vows privately without the Beckham family present. Brooklyn would later explain why. "We wanted to renew our vows so we could create new memories of our wedding day that bring us joy and happiness, not anxiety and embarrassment." Things escalated further in December 2025 when Brooklyn blocked his parents and siblings on Instagram, and his younger brother Cruz revealed this publicly with a post that said, "Not true. My mom and dad would never unfollow their son. Let's get the facts right. They woke up blocked, as did I." January 19th, 2026 changed everything. Brooklyn released a 6-part statement on Instagram stories that shocked the world with his own words. "My mom hijacked my first dance with my wife, which had been planned weeks in advance to a romantic love song. In front of our 500 wedding guests, Marc Anthony called me to the stage, where in the schedule was planned to be my romantic dance with my wife, but instead my mom was waiting to dance with me instead. She danced very inappropriately on me in front of everyone. I've never felt more uncomfortable or humiliated in my entire life." The wedding dance wasn't his only accusation though. And Brooklyn claimed his parents had been trying endlessly to ruin his relationship since before the wedding. Family members told him Nicola was not blood and not family. The night before his wedding, he said, and he accused his parents of repeatedly pressuring and attempting to bribe him into signing away the rights to his name while saying, "Brand Beckham comes first." Brooklyn ended his statement by making his position crystal clear. "I do not want to reconcile with my family. I'm not being controlled. I'm standing up for myself for the first time in my life." DJ Fat Tony appeared on This Morning 4 days later on January 23rd and confirmed the wedding incident happened essentially as Brooklyn described. The Beckham family response has been mostly silent, with David and Victoria not directly addressing the allegations. David did give an indirect response the day after Brooklyn's statement, speaking on CNBC about social media and kids making mistakes, though he didn't mention Brooklyn by name. Brooklyn's brother Cruz seemed to have a different take on the situation and liked several Instagram parody videos about the dance, including posts comparing Victoria's moves to her 2001 performances and suggesting they dance to Guinewane's song, Pony. Sources close to the family say Victoria has been devastated, with one insider claiming she's been crying almost every hour since Brooklyn's statement went public. Brooklyn has reportedly told his parents to only communicate through lawyers. The actual video footage of the dance remains unseen by the public, and a source told People magazine that Brooklyn and Nicola are the only ones who have access to it. The source explained it's an extremely embarrassing moment for them, and it would not be good for Brooklyn's mental health to see it circulating online, calling it one of the most humiliating moments of his life that he doesn't want seen by the world. No video has surfaced publicly as of now, though fans have been demanding it online. Old videos of Victoria dancing have resurfaced instead, including footage of her dancing with her own father over Christmas 2024, and these clips have gone viral as people try to understand what Brooklyn might be referring to. David and Victoria left what some saw as an olive branch on January 24th, commenting "good memories" on throwback photos with their sons. Brooklyn and Nicola's first public appearance after the statement told a different story, though. And on January 22nd, they were spotted smiling on a beach in Malibu with their dog, showing no signs of reconciliation. This saga raises complicated questions about family dynamics, boundaries, and what happens when private family matters become public spectacles. DJ Fat Tony made what might be the wisest observation when he said that if Brooklyn felt the dance was inappropriate and awkward, then it was inappropriate, regardless of intent or how others perceived it. Some sources have defended Victoria, with one insider telling media that Marc Anthony saw everything and nothing was inappropriate because Victoria danced the way she would on any stage at a pop concert. She's a Spice Girl, not Julie Andrews, they argued. Another source pointed out that there were hundreds of people at the wedding, and none of this came out before, suggesting Victoria was just having a fun time. Brooklyn's feelings are what matter here, though, and this was his wedding day, his first dance, his moment with his new wife. Whether Victoria intended any harm or not, her son experienced it as humiliation, and that Sunday morning brunch with 500 guests gossiping about what happened must have been excruciating. The fact that it took nearly 4 years for this story to fully emerge speaks to how much pain Brooklyn may have been holding onto, and the vow renewal in 2025 was clearly an attempt to reclaim that moment and create the wedding memories he and Nicola wanted but never got. What's heartbreaking is that this all happened in a family known for being close-knit, and DJ Fat Tony himself described the Beckhams as a very dancey, close-knit family. He's worked many of their parties over the years. The Beckhams have built an empire partly on the image of family unity, with David and Victoria's marriage surviving decades in the spotlight and their 4 children seemingly close despite growing up in the public eye. Marc Anthony, the man who facilitated the awkward moment, remains silent. And as someone who is godfather to 2 of Brooklyn's siblings and whose own son has David Beckham as godfather, he's in an impossible position. David was even best man at Marc's wedding in January 2023, and the entanglement of these relationships makes the situation even messier. Brooklyn has made his boundaries clear as we move forward in 2026. And he and Nicola are building their life together away from the Beckham family empire. Whether time will heal these wounds remains unclear. What started as a moment on a dance floor at a lavish Palm Beach wedding has become a full family rupture playing out on Instagram and morning television for millions to dissect. At the center of it all is a simple, painful truth. A son felt humiliated on what should have been one of the happiest days of his life, and he's finally speaking up about it. The DJ has confirmed the story, the details are out there, and the Beckham family may never be the same.